Hello, Delbert. This is Ethan with WebRank Management. Thank you so much for chatting with me a little bit on Alignable. To be honest with you, I'm still getting used to that website. It seems pretty interesting, but either way, I'm glad we were able to make that connection. As promised, here's that quick little video that kind of just goes over what I do, how I do it, and then a little bit of the why. So let me see if I can answer some of those questions before you ask them. So first off, whenever you are trying to rank for a website on Google's organic search results, they're basically looking over three primary things. Those three things are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. Content, first up, that is everything that you see on the home page, which there's not a whole lot. That's okay, not a big deal. We just need to add a lot more. So Google likes to see between 1,000 and 2,000 words per page of a website. That just kind of shows that you're the expert in whatever field that you claim to be in. So the sweet spot's about 1,500 words. Next up, we have citations. So the best way to explain that would be whenever you Google search anything, for example, moving company, Santa Rosa, California, because that's where I saw you were based out of, this is what anybody will see. First up, you have the sponsored content. Now, these are people that are paying Google to put their websites up at the top. However, about 40% of people will have ad blockers or just won't even click on them for whatever reason. They just ignore them entirely. So we're going to skip right past that. Next up, we have the Google Map Pack. Now, this is really important for your local area. Anytime you Google something with a city or town at the end of it or the words near me, this section will pop up. So basically the way that you get up here is with, that's right, those citations I was telling you about. A citation is just another directory on the internet, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Angie's List, the list goes on. Any of those websites where your business's name, address, and phone number all appear in the exact same format. The more citations you have, the more credibility that Google gives you, saying that you're a real website, a real business, real people, not scammers. Then directly below that, we have the organic section. Ideally, we want to get your website all the way up to right here. So in order to get there, it's just a big combination of those three things. Content, citations, and backlinks. So I went ahead and opened up this one, this North Bay Movers, just to kind of see what they look like. And you can see right off the bat, they have a good bit more content than you, but still nowhere near that 1,500 word sweet spot that I was telling you about. So if you were to get on your website right now, and then even just pop in ChatGPT and say, hey, give me some good content for my website, here's what I do, it should be able to spit out a whole lot of stuff. The more content that you have, the better. However, you do need to be a little bit careful because you need to start including some buyer intent keywords in there on your website, and I'll go over that here in a second. So this is their website. I went ahead and pulled up that little tool that I showed you a snapshot from. It's called Ahrefs. It's not cheap, or it's not free, but it is not cheap either. So if you want to sign up for it, by all means, have fun, or not. You can just listen to what I have to say here. So whenever you use their website, your biggest competitor, this is kind of what you see. Based on where they are in the organic search section on Google, they're getting about 415 clicks onto their website every month. Google values that traffic alone at about $3.5 thousand. So for fun, let's just say that they are terrible at closing people on the phone. They have really bad sales records. So if you only close 30%, that is 125 happy customers that they are getting every month just from their website alone. So the very last thing that I want to talk about is backlinks. So a backlink is just a referring domain pointing back to your website, giving you a thumbs up and your seal of approval saying that this guy is good. If you're looking for a mover in the area, these are the guys that you want to trust. Google likes to see a lot of niche and location relevant backlinks pointing back to you. So a backlink from someone else in your industry will mean a lot more to Google than a backlink from Pizza Hut, for example. Backlinks are kind of the hardest part in SEO, but we can deal with that later. So I went ahead just to pop up these keywords just to kind of see what exactly they have on their website. Now, these are those things I was telling you about, those buyer intent keywords. So for example, they're ranking spot number 3 in Google for Santa Rosa movers. That gets searched about 300 times every month, and they're getting 41 of those clicks, or at least in the last 30 days, 41 of those clicks came onto this website. Movers, Santa Rosa, another 300 searches, they get 32. Movers in Santa Rosa, 250 searches, they get 30. But you can see these are what we call buyer intent keywords because they are saying where they want the service and what exactly it is they want. The more of those that you have sprinkled in throughout your website, the easier it is for Google to actually figure out who you are. So in comparison to these guys who are getting about 415 clicks onto their website every month, unfortunately, you haven't had any in the last 30 days, although I do see it looks like you did try to use some SEO campaigns. That's great. I think that's fantastic. I really, really hope that you keep that up. Because just having the referring domains coming and giving you backlinks once, that's good for a little bit, but they do slowly die out over time, as you can see. So you were getting traffic onto your website back in, looks like June of 2019, and then it just drops off a hill for whatever reason. I have no idea what exactly caused that, but I'm assuming you were paying someone to build your website to give you SEO and then stopped. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. You can always recover from it, but it will take some work. And that is a brief and quick little overview of what I do, how I do it, and why. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. Hope to talk to you again soon.